All right, guys, here we are. Winter is officially here. It's cold down here on Lake DeGray. It's the lake I grew up on. This lake's got a lot of grass in it, a lot of hydrilla. It's clear water. We're going to try to catch them on a Yo-Zuri lipless. Got a good windy day to cover a lot of water and figure it out, and I'm excited. I noticed, you know, we first got out here this morning, the wind was blowing a little bit this time of year to be throwing a lipless. I've got a Yo-Zuri rattling bob on, 5/8. Typically, you know, this time of year, our water's a little colder than this, usually about 48, 49, and I'm throwing a red one. But as we've been out here this morning, I've noticed the water's 52. It's not as cold as I thought it was gonna be. So I went to the shad color. You know, water's still in the low 50s. I feel like the fish are, you know, probably still more predominantly on a shad pattern type deal. And so early winter day like this, hard, heavy wind, grass, you just can't go wrong with any kind of a lipless. I mean, that's just the deal usually. I'm just going down kind of a channel bank here. It's got a real narrow band of grass, probably about 15 foot wide, sitting in 10 foot of water here. And I'm just kind of trying to parallel, kind of at an angle like this, you know, kind of throwing up about center of the band and trying to just slowly bring it out off the edge. And once I feel like my trap's cleared that edge, I kind of slow it down and kind of start to stop and go it, you know, pretty shallow over the top of it. It just seems like a real hard west or south wind, and they just bite this thing so good. Good one. Yep, I went to the shad color, that's the deal. Now they're choking that thing, look at that. Beautiful. Got the black marble tail. Beautiful Lake DeGray bass right there. See, that's the thing about scope is, you know, it's beneficial to you in a lot of different ways. You don't have to use it to visually spot the fish and throw on him. I'm just using it to follow this grass line. I mean, you can see I'm trying to stay right on the outside edge of it. I'm shooting straight in the direction my boat's going right now, and there's no grass. And I can turn it just a little bit to the right, and I can see that grass line goes getting thicker. And I'm just trying to parallel right down the outside of this grass with this Yo-Zuri rattling bob, and just picking the top of that edge there. You can see as I'm going down through that the outside edge of that grass is 10 foot here in front of the boat. I mean, it's just 10 foot right there. And I'm trying to keep this lipless right down the edge of it as close as I can without getting in it. There, my cast, wind got it. I got up inside of it just a little bit. I really like the places where you can actually fish it out over the grass. That's more what I like. But this area of the lake right here we're in, it's so thick and tall, so it doesn't really have much of that to offer to catch these fish. The strike zone's very, very small. Little guy. There we go. Oh yeah, man, that's fun. Burning this sucker out here in this wind. Hydrilla, Yo-Zuri rattling bob, that's a 5/8. Don't know exactly what that color's called, but it's the prettiest shad color you can find on about any tackle store that's got them. That's a solid 2, 2 1/4, just dark green fish till she's been living in the grass. All right, so we're gonna talk to you about the setup that I like for a lipless. You know, this here is a 5/8 ounce Yo-Zuri rattling bob. This is sexy shad color, you know, and I like this on like a 7.2 to 7.6 top rod. This is a 7.4 arc invoker. It's a medium heavy action, regular fast tip. I like something that's got a little bend on it when I'm using treble hooks. Usually throwing that on 14-pound fluorocarbon. 12 is a little too small, 16 is a little big, kind of kills the action of the bait. 14 is pretty much a happy medium for me. And you know, just paralleling the outside edge of these grass lines, close to the edge of these grass lines as we can, and just reeling it down through there. And you know, just a good windy day down here today, and they're just choking this thing. You know, when I'm throwing this trap, I'm doing a lot with it. I'm feathering it a lot with my rod tip. I'm killing it a lot. I don't necessarily have a specific cadence for it. I just know that I'm gonna put a lot of action into it. I wanna change that sound of it a lot. I start out kind of reeling it slow, and as soon as I bump my first piece of grass, I start speeding it up until I quit hitting it. Then I just kind of keep it there just for a second, that speed, and then I'll start slowing it back down again until I go back to ticking the grass. You want to stay as close to the top of that grass as you can. I mean, drilled it. Solid 2-pounder. Well, there you go, guys. Yo-Zuri rattling vibe, just a good shad color. Get out here, windy day, parallel some grass edges on these 45-degree banks. So we're out on points. It's good everywhere. Catch you a lot of bass.